So hi and assalamualaikum. My name is NURUL IZZATI binti BADRUL. So this is my video presentation for ELC 590, which is assessment 3, where it is pitching session. So the topic that I choose is why we have to learn 12 reasons why we have to learn Korean language. So, as we know, every language is unique. That's why learning a foreign language gives us a new way to see the new world. So, but which language to learn is different matter. So, often people choose a language because it's relevant to them. Perhaps they have a connection to the heritage, a college class, or a career perspective that inspires someone to work their way to fluency. So, but if you want to make sure you are choosing the right language, you need to know everything about it. So let's say you want to learn Korean language because of you are one of K-drama fans or K-pop fans. So I think there is lots of people out there where they learn Korean because they like their culture. As for me, I do like Korean culture. I do like Korean language because I am one of biggest K-pop fans. So why I'm learning it because it's quite fun because you can meet Korean friends. Okay, so the reason why, so come back to the discussion. So why you have to learn Korean language is first, Korean is useful. So there are more than 75 million people who speak Korean, and it is ranked at 18. It is 18th place in the most used language in the world. So if you planning to learn Korean, okay, you have to, okay, because it's so easy. Okay, the second one is Korean alphabet is simple. Okay, they are so easy to understand and to remind. Okay, to remember. Okay, Korean is it's the alphabet is not like us. A, B, C. It's different where it called Hangul. Hangul is a Korean alphabet and it's so easy. So the Korean language is considered to have the most logical system in writing in the world. Hangul didn't slowly evolve. Instead, it was purposefully crafted to fit the speech of the language perfectly. It was created by King Sejong, who ruled during the Joseon dynasty. Okay, is the mastermind current system. Before it, it was to introduce people were substituted Chinese character for Korean. So Hangul has 24 letters, 2 less than English, okay, and are all spelled phonetically. Okay, language with words that are spelled phonetically are much easier than grammars. Okay, so just like when you are learning Korean alphabet, it's so easy to you to when you start learning and when you have interest on it, it slowly will make easy for you. Okay, so then the third point is speaking Korean is easy. I admit it is a point because first when you start to when you watch a Korean drama, okay, and you keep listening to the dialogue, okay, so it's easy actually. Okay, just like when you say hello in Korean is 안녕하세요. So it's quite easier for when you first listen. Oh, even you are not too influent, but you can 안녕하세요. Just like that. Maybe the pronunciation it's not It's not good, but you can say. Okay, as for me, I can speak Korean. Okay, because that's my passion. Okay, so as we mentioned before, the Korean alphabet is built on the sound of the language. Okay, so Korean pronunciation is very logical. Okay, so the pronouns, the way you read, the way you pronounce. Okay, whenever you think that speaking Korean is difficult, think of how much worse other languages, such as I have been learn Germany language. Okay, it's not too easy, but it's a little bit difficult from Korean language. So because the Korean, there are no guttural sound like Arabic. Okay, Arabic is quite hard, but for us Muslim people, we can read Arab a little bit, right? Because we recite the Doa and something so on. Okay, so there are no consonant cluster like Polish and Georgian. Okay, but most Korean is not a tonal language, unlike other East Asian language. So next point is Korean has no verb conjugate. Okay, Korean grammar is not too difficult to understand. It's not too complicated. Okay, so you don't have to worry that you will have to conjugate some of verb in Korean. Okay, so just like many language, conjugate verbs, which can be very difficult to learn. The difficulties of verb conjugation of leave learning frustrated enough to quit. Okay, so Korean is so easy and they have no conjugation. Okay, so the next one is there are no noun gender in Korean. One difficult hurdle many people struggle while learning other language is like French and Spanish is the gender of the noun. This is right. When you learn Germany language, okay, they have genders in the verb, but in Korean they have no gender. Such as when you want to say toilet, you just say 화장실. If in Germany it has the toilet. Okay, so it's quite easy for Korean. Okay, just like you want to say um uh, uh spoon, you just say 숟가락. Okay, it's easy for you to speak. Okay, there is no conjugation and there is no gender. So the last one is so the next one is Korean culture is unique. So as you know, Korean culture is rich in costume and traditions. Beyond the modern popular culture that is taking the world by storm, there are there is a vast Korean history waiting for you to discover. So meanwhile, when you learn Korean language, it's just you you already learned their culture. So the next one is you understand popular K-pop song. Okay, so this is my main reason why I learned Korean language, because I can easily understand what this song means, what this song means, because I like K-pop. Okay, so when you are understanding Korean language, it will make you easier to enjoy a Korean drama and to understand a lot of K-pop songs, so that you will not feel anxious about the lyrics. Okay, so it's quite a benefit for you to learn Korean. So and how you can learn Korean language is there are many apps in this technology area, you know. Okay, you can download Hello Talk apps where you can learn Korean language free, and you can make friends with Korean people over there. So that's all for my speech presentation. Uh, So see you guys. Thank you for watching my third assessment video for ELC 590. Assalamualaikum. Bye bye.